The world's top 10 coconut producers. Coconut is a tropical tree species. It mainly grows in islands and coastal areas, such as Fiji, India, Philippines, Thailand and Indonesia and other wet tropical areas. The top 10 countries in the world that produce and export coconut products are 1. Indonesia, 2. Philippines, 3. India, 4. Sri Lanka, 5. Brazil, 6. Vietnam, 7. Papua New Guinea, 8. Mexico, 9. Thailand, 10. Myanmar. Now let's look at the picture of the world's 10 major coconut producers and exporters. 1. Indonesia. Indonesia is the world leader in the production of coconut. Most of the country's coconut is produced in North Sulawesi. Many of the coconut produced by Indonesia are exported abroad. Indonesia is also one of the world's largest producers of pineapple. According to data from UNFAO United Nations Food and Agriculture, Indonesia has produced about 19 million coconut production in 2018. 2. Philippines. The Philippines is the second largest coconut producer in the world. It used to be the world's largest producer. Known as the Coconut King before, it was replaced by Indonesia in recent years. Luzon, southern Mindanao and East Visayas are some of the most famous coconut production locations in the country. It is estimated that about a quarter of the total farmland in the Philippines is dedicated to coconut production. The Philippines produced approximately 15 million tons of coconuts in 2018. The Philippines is one of the countries with the highest exports of coconut oil. Coconut trees are the cash cow of the Philippines, and 1/3 of the country's population directly or indirectly depend on coconuts as their main economic resources. 3. India. India is one of the countries that has largest coastal lines. The atmosphere and geographic areas are the ideal place for the growth of coconut trees. Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Goa, Orissa and Ireland are the main producer of coconut. India produces about 11.9 million tons of coconut in 2018. Companies that produce coconut fiber, coconut power and dried coconut meat produce a growing economy for India. Coconut production is important for India's agriculture industry and the economy as a whole, especially in rural India. 4. Sri Lanka. The economy of Sri Lanka is dominated by agriculture and the most important export products are Ceylon black tea and golden coconut, the world's 4th largest coconut and the 3rd largest tea export country, thus making the domestic economy heavily affected by the production of the tea and the coconut. Sri Lanka has a tropical monsoon climate. The average annual temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. Average annual precipitation varies from 1,283 to 3,321 millimeters. Sri Lanka does not have 4 seasons, but the rainy season and the dry season, which is very suitable for crop growth, especially coconuts and the tea. Golden coconut is a unique coconut variety of Sri Lanka and is a national treasure of Sri Lanka. The water of golden coconut is known as the best drinking of 5 natural beverages in the world. The meat of gold coconut is the most suitable natural material for processing into coconut tablets because of its delicate and soft texture. Sri Lanka produced about 2.62 million coconuts in 2018. European countries, particularly Germany and the United Kingdom, imported large amount of golden coconut because they like to eat oatmeal together with coconut. 5. Brazil. Brazil has 7,491 kilometers of coastal lines known as coconut trees and beaches. Coconut trees are symbols of tropical climate, and coconut is a special product of Brazil. Coconut trees can not only regulate temperature, but also beautify the environment. Coconut production is an important component of the Brazilian economy. Brazil's economy is mainly based on the agriculture industry, with coconuts being Brazil's 3rd largest kind of fruit after oranges and bananas, and most of the country's regions are hot and sunny, suitable for coconut trees. In recent years, Brazil has expanded its area of coconut cultivation, with many orange and coffee fields being replaced by coconut trees. Brazil is the 5th largest producer of coconut in the world, and Brazil exports mainly to Argentina, Paraguay and Uruguay. In northern Brazil, green coconuts are the main channel for employment and income generation for northerners and are the 2nd largest industry following sugar cane. The number of people employed in coconut growing and ancillary industries reached 400,000. Brazil produced about 2.35 million coconuts in 2018. 6. Vietnam. Like the countries of Southeast Asia, Vietnam has a very rich coconut resources. The Kowloon River Delta region of Vietnam covers 130,000 hectares fields, accounting for 79% of Vietnam country's coconut cultivation. Among them, the coconut planted in two provinces, Penang and Trang provinces, has a large coconut area, good coconut fruit quality trees. The coconuts are identified as a local dominant crop. One coconut product alone in Penang province has been exported to more than 80 countries and regions of the world. Locally, coconut trees are called the tree of life, whose leaves, trunks, fruits and so on can be made into products of high art value, and coconut fruit and coconut sugar are also considered as the symbolic product of Vietnam. The central and western part of Vietnam is known as the gold zone of the world's coconut, where coconut is more full and nutritious than elsewhere. Vietnam exports various coconut products, including dried coconut meat, coconut roe, burnt coconut, coconut fiber, coconut milk, coconut carpet. Vietnam produced about 1.570 million coconuts in 2018. 7. Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea, to the north in Australia, is the largest Pacific island country with the largest population and area. But because of the harsh natural environment and the less developed economy, many mountain residents still live self-sufficient in primitive tribes. One of the least developed countries in the world, just graduated from primitive society. Papua New Guinea, which had begun to grow coconut since the late 1900s, had developed the coconut industry, had also contributed significantly to the economy, exporting dried coconut, costly coconut meat, coconut powder and coconut oil. The number of farmers who earn income and subsistence through coconuts reached 464,000, and 70% of the coconut industry income belongs directly to small-scale individual workers. The coconut industry generates 20,000 full-time and part-time jobs every year and generates other jobs in the related services of transport, processing and finance. In 2018, Papua New Guinea produced about 1.22 million coconuts. 8. Mexico. Mexico growing coconut is younger than that of Southeast Asia. Coconuts were introduced to Mexico by Spanish navigators in the mid-16th century, from Cape Verde and Santo Domingo to the Atlantic coast, from Solomon Islands and Philippines to the Pacific coast. Coconut cultivation in Mexico is on the rise every year, with at least 10 states potentially planting 500,000 hectares of coconut trees. From the Mexican state of Tamaulipas to Yucatan, the state of Sinaloa, to Oaxaca, the entire coastline of 9,330 kilometers in Mexico. Mexico plans to become the main producer of coconut in Latin America and is currently Brazil leading. Coconut cultivation was hit in Mexico more than 2 decades ago, when a deadly yellow panic disease had killed the coconut in several places, but the situation had improved by breeding coconut trees that were more tolerant to the pathogen. Coconut consumption is growing by 10% annually globally. Because coconuts are good sources of all fatty acids and electrolytes, these components are much needed in a healthy world. Coconut water is a healthy natural nutrient alternative to soft drinks, similar to coconut oil. Jalisco, the western part of Mexico, is the main coconut producing site in Mexico, with many coconut plantations on the southern coast of the state. Mexico produced 11.16 million coconuts in 2018. 9. Thailand. Thai green coconut short-scented perfume coconut is a very popular variety in recent years. Its coconut water and coconut meat have special flavors. Compared with ordinary coconuts, its sugar and aroma are better than many, especially the iconic milk. Fragrant. It has the advantages of delicate and soft coconut meat, and sweet coconut water, rich nutrition. It is an excellent coconut variety developed as a tender fruit type. Thailand currently exports coconuts to China, Singapore, Russia, South Korea and other places, mainly diamond shape, diamond type, perfume coconuts. Perfume coconut trees are generally 2 to 5 meters high. They are short-grown coconuts. They are a special grade of coconuts. They are hybrid varieties cultivated in Thailand after about half a century. The production season of coconut is very long, and the result cycle is very short, which can produce 18-21 times per year. October to February is the low season of the production season, and from March to September is the peak output season, and the output is very high. Perfume coconut is a protected species in Thailand and saplings are not allowed to be exported. Located on the plain where the Chao Phraya River meets the Bangkok Bay, it is the best producer of perfume coconuts in Thailand, such as Dam Non Saduak, Samut Songkhram, Samut Sakhon and Nakhon Pathom, and other places. Koh Samu Island is the third largest island in Thailand, after Phuket and Koh Chang. Located about 560 kilometers south of the capital Bangkok. The local people are mainly engaged in farming, and the production of coconuts is an important economic source. The coconut trees on the island can be seen everywhere, so this island is also known as Coconut Island. Thailand is the 9th largest producer and exporter of coconuts in the world, but Thailand ranks first in the world in the production and export of coconut milk. Thailand produced approximately 886 million tons of coconuts in 2018. 10. Myanmar. Among the 11 countries in Southeast Asia, Myanmar's economy ranks only 7th, while per capita GDP performance is more directly bottomed. In recent decades, Myanmar's national strength and economy have been sank. But before World War II, Myanmar was once among the richest countries in Southeast Asia and Asia as a whole. Agricultural farming in Myanmar remains in the original artificial way and is extremely inefficient. Myanmar has also experienced a sharp reduction in coconut production due to the lack of proper maintenance of coconut trees, pest control, and the deforestation of coconut trees into fields. Burma plans to develop coconut growing industries and to implement projects to upgrade coconut growing projects in Mu Dun and Babugan, in Mon State. Myanmar exports most coconut to Thailand and to countries such as China and India. In 2018, Myanmar produced more than 557,000 tons of coconut. Thanks for watching today's video. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Have a nice day.